Pokemon Go has recently announced so many updates, and we have a lot of exciting things to look forward to in the future of the game. Let's start with February. Now, we definitely have an exciting month ahead of us, and we had a pretty exciting January, all things considered. Usually January is pretty boring, but we got some really cool things, including the first ever Dynamax Legendary and some other fun stuff. So February, we will also see some great things. For starters, the new Max Mondays will be Moltres on February 3rd, which is the last of the birds, which is cool. Squovit on February 10th, Pidove on February 17th, Darumaka on February 24th, which I think is new in the Dynamax raids, and regular Darumaka is definitely one of the better fire types in Pokemon Go, so Darumaka Dynamax will probably be one of the best fire types as a Dynamax, although there is Gigantamax Charizard, but it's a good budget option. And then Beldum on March 3rd, and Metagross is so useful. For the Mega Raids, we will have Mega Medicham from January 24th to February 6th, Mega Tyranitar February 6th to February 17th, which is like one of the best Mega Pokemon in the entire game, followed by another one of the best Mega Pokemon in the entire game, Mega Garchomp, from February 17th to March 4th. Really, really strong month of Mega Raids. And a pretty strong one for 5-star raids as well, starting off with Dialga, which will be here from January 24th to February 6th. Then Incarnate Form Enamorus from February 6th to the 17th. Then Yveltal from February 17th to 24th. And Xerneas. Xerneas and Yveltal both on the 17th to the 24th, which are great. As for the raid hours, we will have Dialga on February 5th, Enamorus on February 12th, then Yveltal and Xerneas both on February 19th. Spotlight hours for the month. Carvana on February 4th with 2x Evolution XP, Luvdisc on February 11th with 2x Catch Stardust, Inkay on February 18th with 2x Catch XP, Snivy on February 25th with 2x Catch Candy, and Tepig and Oshawott. All three of them on February 25th, 2x Catch Candy. And then the small yet strong event, one of the first Pokemon Go events of the month. February 9th will be Community Day, which we also have the details for. February 11th to the 15th will be the Beloved Buddies event. February 15th is a raid day. February 18th to the 20th is the Scattered Winds event. February 24th to March 1st, the Road to Unova event, because we've got the Unova tour coming up on March 1st and March 2nd, which will be super duper cool, and that's the global one. I will be going to the LA one. I am actually missing the first 2 days, which is insane, but I will be there on the 3rd day. Also, big reminder, if you want to get your Shiny Luck up for the month of February, the Shiny Luck merch, this is the last month we have it available. The link is in the description. The products should be tagged on the video. Click them, grab whatever's left, because once those sell out, we are not bringing those designs back. We'll have new ones in the future, but it's going to be kind of a while till we get some more Shiny Luck in stock. But once the month of January is over, we're taking all of the rest of the inventory that we have, we're taking it to our stream room and auctioning everything off and clearing all of it out. So the Shiny Luck, this is the last month to get Shiny Luck. Link is in the description. Now let's talk about the first event of the month, the Small Yet Strong event. Starting on Wednesday, February 5th at 10 o'clock a.m. and ending on Saturday, February 8th at 8 o'clock p.m. The bonuses for this event include 2x XP for catching Pokemon and increased chance of encountering extra small and extra large Pokemon in the wild. So if you're someone who likes collecting those, this is great. And what these things are best for are the showcases. So if you're collecting XXS and XXL Pokemon to win showcases and get that Showcase Pikachu, which I will never get. This is a good event for that. Maybe I should play. Also, the Flabébé are spawning. We've got Red Flower Flabébé in Europe, the Middle East, and Africa, Blue Flower Flabébé in Asia Pacific region, and Yellow Flower Flabébé in the Americas. Plus, White and Orange Flabébé will be spawning everywhere, and all of these, I think, yes, they all can be shiny. So, some very, very rare regional shinies spawning during this. Speaking of spawns, we will also have in the wild Paris, Natu, all three Burmy, the Joltik, Tynamo, the Flabébé, and Nimble, which can be shiny for the first time ever. And Zapdos is in the Dynamax raids from January 27th to February 3rd. And, well, speaking of Dynamax Zapdos, here's the best way to take this down. If you're going to go on the offense, which, you know, two strategies, you can either be an attacker or a defender for your team. If you're going to be an attacker, Gigantamax Lapras with Water Gun, Dynamax Cryogonal with Frost Breath, Dynamax Articuno with Frost Breath, or Dynamax or Gigantamax Gengar with Lick are going to be your best offensive options against Zapdos. And for defense, you'll want to use these Pokemon and make sure you're using Max Guard and Max Spirit, so powering those up. Dynamax Excadrill with Metal Claw, Dynamax or Gigantamax Venusaur with Vine Whip, Dynamax or Gigantamax Rillaboom with Scratch, or Dynamax Metagross with Zen Headbutt. Metagross is useful for everything, bro. And then we've got the February 9th Community Day Karrablast and Shelmet. This is kind of an interesting one, but the exclusive moves for Escavalier will be Razor Shell, and the exclusive move for Excelgor will be Energy Ball. Obviously, Karrablast and Shelmet are going to be spawning more in the wild. These are really random. The event bonuses for the event are great. They include 3 times Catch XP, 3 times Catch Candy, 2 times XL Candy, Lure Modules and Incense will be 3 hours. You can get Snapshot Encounters, an extra special trade during the day, and 50% less Stardust per trade. So, always great. And then there's going to be field research showcases, just kind of like the normal community day vibe, but definitely very random. These 2 Pokemon, they might have more use in the Go Battle League, or this might just be kind of a for funsies comm day if you need the shiny. Also, there's kind of a secret, not really a secret, but a Lunar New Year event happening in Pokemon Go from January 29th to February 2nd, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. And it's kind of great. For one, you have an increased chance of getting lucky friends and an increased chance of getting lucky Pokemon in trades, so this is like the best time to get a Shundo. The spawns, the wild spawns will include Ekans, Year of the Snake, I think, Onyx, Dunsparce, Snivy, and Darumaka, and Gyarados and Dratini. Yes, dude, the red shiny Gyarados is back in the wild during this event. I always try to get one during the Lunar New Year. I don't think I ever have, but this is great. So, really good spawns. Then in the 2-kilometer eggs, which are the special hatches, you'll find Makuhita, Nosepass, Metatite, Duskull, and Scorpy with an increased shiny chance of Nosepass, apparently, from the eggs. So, kind of some random shinies, but they're all red, like the shiny variants are all red, which makes sense. And every day when you log in during this event, you're gonna get a free daily research that will give you free Pokécoins. This is the only way to get free Pokécoins in Pokemon Go, by the way, when Pokemon Go gives you them. And if you're very lucky, and I don't exactly know what this means, you might get an extra field research, an extra rare, a more rare field research tasks that gives you even more Pokécoins. So you can log in every day, get a field research task that gives you free Pokécoins, which, I don't know, might be like 5, 10 Pokécoins in there. Or you might get an extra special one that might give you a bunch of them. Who knows, might be like 100. And it's really important to know that when you're doing these field research tasks to basically make sure every time you log off, like clear out your field research. You've got to have 3 or fewer active field research in order to get your extra daily Pokécoin, free Pokécoin field research. So again, make sure at the end of every day you leave like a spot or 2 spots in your field research tasks so that you can get the free Pokécoin one, because you want the free Pokécoin one. Also, there's going to be timed research during this event that rewards some pretty sick stuff. It's going to be around routes, so if you go out and you explore some routes, you can earn XP, Stardust, and 10 Zygarde cells from timed research, free timed research, which is insane. Zygarde cells, very, very hard. They've been made a lot easier over the last, like, kind of couple of months to get, but 10 Zygarde cells just through research from exploring routes is, like, huge. So if you're working on your complete form Zygarde, don't miss this. Oh, and for the shiny, by the way, Ekans, which has like a really cool shiny, and the Arbok is also very cool, it's very gold. You have an increased chance of encountering a shiny Ekans in this event. So go after that if you need it, and obviously the Nosepass out of the 2-kilometer eggs has boosted shiny rates as well. And of course, the free Pokécoins. And then Dialga in Pokemon Go, a quick raid guide for that. It is a Steel and Dragon type, which means it's weak to fighting and ground. 100% catch CP is 2307 for the non-weather boosted, and 2884 for the weather boosted, and it's boosted by snowy and windy weather. The shiny is green, it looks great, and the best counters to use include Mega Lucario, Terrakion, Therian Landorus, Groudon, and Excadrill. So again, fighting and ground types. And it's really important to catch and get candies for, not because Dialga is good, because it is, but because Origin Form Dialga is very good, and then it has the exclusive move on it, or the adventure effect, Roar of Time, which allows you to pause the time on your premium items. So you know, if you want a 2-hour daily incense to get yourself a Galarian bird, you got to use Roar of Time. Very useful, very great candy. And we've got one more event to announce. Again, there's been a lot happening. The Road to Unova event. This is going down Monday, February 24th at 10 a.m. to Saturday, March 1st at 8 p.m. So last week of the month to basically get ready for the global Unova tour. The bonuses include half-hatch distance for eggs, remote raid passes going to 20 per day from Monday, February 24th to Friday, February 28th, and there will be no remote raid limit on Saturday, March 1st to Sunday, March 2nd, which is the global tour event. Also, the Pokemon Go Tour Pass is coming out for the first time ever, and you can get it ahead of time. There's a free version of Tour Pass, and there's a paid version of Tour Pass, and remember that the paid version will give you an encounter with Victini, whether you've caught one in the past or not. And also, you get the new item, the Lucky Trinket. Also, at the start of the Road to Unova event, you can buy the Shiny Meloetta Masterwork Research ticket, so know that you can do that for that new Shiny. And then there's going to be some Road to Unova paid tickets. There's a $5 paid ticket. that gives you a timed research that basically gives you a ton of candy and XL candy for Cobalion. Well, not a ton, but a couple. For Cobalion, Terrakion, Virizion, Tornadus, Thundurus, Reshiram, Zekrom, Landorus, Genesect, which is cool. And you get the following bonuses: 5,000 XP extra from completing raids, 1 extra candy, and XL candy from completing 5-star raids, 2 times Stardust from raids, and 1 additional free raid pass per day, which is pretty good. Then there's the $5 hatch one, and I know all of us are going to get this because you get timed research encounters with Maractus, Sigilif, and Bouffalont, which all can be shiny, which is incredible, and you get 2 times hatch XP, 2 times hatch candy, and 2 times hatch Stardust. Although, like, you know, you don't have to pay the $5 to get these because I think we're going to be getting these in the eggs during the Unova tour, right? Also, there's new special backgrounds during this event, which are super exclusive and rare to get, especially if you get the shiny. There's going to be 2 different special backgrounds to get during the Road to Unova event. One that is black themed, one that is white themed, because black and white Unova. So this is how this will work. Cobalion, Terrakion, Virizion, Therian Form Landorus, and Genesect can have either of the black and white backgrounds. Therian Form Tornadus and Reshiram can have a background inspired by Pokemon Black version. And then Therian Form Thundurus and Zekrom will have a background inspired by Pokemon White version. And this is cool. It says, plus when you fuse a Zekrom or a Reshiram that has a special background with a Kyurem that has a special background of the opposite color, the fused black Kyurem or white Kyurem will have its own variant background, which is kind of cool. So Zekrom or Reshiram with a background plus Kyurem with a background of the opposite color will equal its own kind of like exclusive fused background. That's really fun. I like that. So I will be hunting for that. There's also a visual update happening to the Pokedex during this event. We don't exactly know what that means quite yet, but know that that's changing, so expect that. And apparently Pokemon spawns are going to change a little bit as well. It sounds like they're expanding, so expect more Pokemon spawns in more areas. Not sure what that means, but we'll see it. So 5-star raids. Monday, February 24th will be Genesect with Shock, Burn, Chill, and Douse Drive. Then on Tuesday, February 25th, there will be Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion in the 5-star raids. Wednesday, February 24th, we're gonna have Therian, Tornadus, Landorus, and Thundurus. Thursday, February 27th will be Reshiram. Friday, February 28th will be Zekrom. And free legendaries. There's a free legendary timed research that will give you encounters with Terrakion, Cobalion, Virizion, Tornadus, Thundurus, Landorus, and then all the Genesects. So you can get these free, all these legendaries. You can get all of these for free and mythicals from the field research or the timed research. So make sure to complete that if you don't want to go out and do the raids. Okay, now that's a lot of amazing Pokemon, but if you want to know the Pokemon that you should be powering up in 2025, not just catching, I'll leave a link to a video down in the description below. We covered the 18 best Pokemon to power up in 2025. I'd recommend checking that out after this video to get yourself ready for the next month and the year. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.